Welcome back to the hub of the Demigod Council, Lord Anaxagoras. Surely you remember that countless eloquent orators have stood in this spot before and emerged victorious by stoking public sentiment with their words. This tiny stage is the most profound embodiment of Akama in centuries. May the both of us carry out our duties with honor and lead.
Oh my, 15 days and nights. That aligns perfectly with the date of your demise. Could such a coincidence truly exist?
Using death to prove myself fits my intentions perfectly.
What strong conviction you have, as expected of the hero who dared to stand up to the goal.
As expected, she misunderstands you.
That's enough, Lady Kindness. Dispense with the niceties. I only accepted your invitation so that I can serve the commoners alongside the members of the Council of Elders. Don't test my patience with such superfluous formalities.
Well, you say that now, but surely you also require my aid as well, so that you can stay alive even when being pursued by the Golden Thread?
You worry too much. She won't show her hand too free.
Even someone like me can tell that only a sliver of her humanity remains. Surely you're not asserting that she will definitely act in a rational manner.
As you're no doubt aware, Aglaya covets the core flame that I possess. You're well aware how valuable Cersei's core flame will be. Talk is cheap, so you'd better act prudently as well.
I understand. After all, this battle of wits is just a means for each party to acquire what they need. As long as your request is reasonable, the Council of Elders never shortchanges its allies. Since let us decide how much we can secure for ourselves and how much we're willing to sacrifice, like true philosophers, with our words and wisdom. Continuing from the earlier topic, let us discuss she is the second most experienced Chrysos heir across the whole of Akama, who has gradually lost her humanity to the ravages of time and the ablation of the core flame. A formidable opponent indeed. Admittedly, there is ample reason for her to take your life. Yet your previous reasoning is quite sound. As a seasoned political animal, it's unclear whether she will actually cross that irreversible boundary. Moreover, she still needs you alive so that the Titan's trial can be completed. Is there anyone present who can swear by the sacred vow of Kefali and guarantee that you weren't in league with that woman before coming here?
If Aglaya required a suitably intelligent Chrysos heir, then I'm the best fit for her needs. However, It's quite evident that she has no need for a Chrysos heir who could break free of her control at any time. Since I believe in neither Titans nor the prophecy, there's no way that I would willingly walk on the path that she extols. Given how rigorously she enforces her principles, how would she ever accept a heretic such as me?
At the very least, the both of us agree that this tyrant who wallows in extravagance and greed is the greatest threat to achieving peace in Akama. The Council of Elders is willing to defend your right to live, just as we defend every... However, I regret to say that sentiments in favor of the Chrysos heirs and Aglaya are only growing in magnitude. The peace that we are aspiring toward, as well as everything that we hold dear, will be destroyed completely. But tell me, what are you willing to do for our esteemed citizens so that they can vanquish the enemies of our fine city?
Aglaya's authoritarianism, conceit, and arrogance have granted her unfettered control for the most part. Yet these traits are also...
Surely you don't believe that...
What's more, there are many who remain silent, merely watching to see how much chaos I can unleash.
In the name of Kefali, Akamath, at this stage, it's clear that you and I understand the benefits to be won from this discussion. Let me put it plainly. The Council of Elders has vowed to all citizens of Akaba that it will always remain loyal to them. As for you, my lord, how will you guarantee that you will be able to live up to such earnestness and will not betray Akama's indomitable citizens when the opportunity presents itself? Just as you now betray Aglaya when it suits you.
Surely you jest. My loyalty does not need to be proven. The fact that the Council of Elders is asking for proof of my loyalty is itself akin to a form of betrayal.
I am incredibly honored to have witnessed the both of you bury the hatchet in a civilized... As the Theoros, I have observed the following. Lady Aglaya the Golden...
Oh. Well, I do believe that we might have a slight overabundance of guests today.
Feeling dissatisfied, Lady Kindness? Despite the Council of Elders' lofty residence on Dawncloud, it must still tolerate the whims of the Chrysos heir.
So you were holding back just now. Seems like you are better at So tell me, Anaxagoras, now that you're an ally of mine...
You can do as she says. Tell her that the Council of Elders merely wished to chat with me and had no intention of offending her. However, by doing so, the authority of the Council of Elders will be as thin as papyrus that has been soaked in blood. Not only can it be destroyed at the slightest touch, but the Council will also lose possession of a valuable core flame. No. More like two core flame. At the next Citizens' Assembly, that young lady who is synonymous with death will also be standing on our side.
Oh? How can you be sure of that?
Is that of importance to you? All you need to know is that I have a plan. In my opinion, you should be more worried about the impending threat. If Aglaia sees me in full view of the masses today, she could also dismiss the entire Council of Elders in one fell swoop tomorrow. If that happens, the discussion that we've just had will turn into an utter joke instead. Is this the outcome that you wish to see?
Fine. I will handle this matter, but you do best to remember this. Fool the people and karma will be on your tail. I'll overlook it this time, but don't count on there being a next time. Unless, of course, you crave cruel punishment and consider suffering the perfect state to ponder the true nature of souls.
Well, what do you know? That happens to be one of my rare...
I've got to say that you've managed to really impress me again. But shouldn't you be going after more?
Dying to know what I'm at.
I mean, I'm the reason Titan after all.
unexpected visitor. You know, you could actually skip all the pointless debate and come straight to me to seek an audience with Kefali. I have no reason to refuse you.
You may not, but Kindness has. Whoever gets hold of Kefali's core flame will get to rule over Akuma. She's wary of me, so naturally I had to gain her trust.
In my view, this individual has gone to great lengths to get close to Kefali. He might very well be plotting something nefarious against the Titan. Are you still willing to let him pass, knowing this?
Yes, very much so. All living creations are always free to visit Kefali's transcendent vessel. This comes with being the World-Bearer.
How convenient it is to be able to
It is truly my honor to speak to a venerated. Please, go ahead. Let me join you. Oh, a bygone myth tells of an occasion where Kefali once answered their followers' questions on the peak of the Holy Mountain. Their followers have since believed that scaling this Titan cliff is one way of being with the god.
Hear that? It's not every day that you get to climb a mountain with Circes. You should sing me a hymn of praise.
Titan hymns are beyond me.
Looks like this collateral. Whoa.
Go on ahead. Take this Yanis shortcut, and the long pilgrimage stairway will be waiting for you at its end.
I have to admit, I never expected you to not ask me anything. Not even my motive.
Because I know very well what it is you are after. As the saying goes, a gentleman helps others. I believe Kefali will not deprive you of your right to ask your question, especially now that you're on the brink of death. You must be closer to Kefali than anyone else. Wouldn't you agree?
things go as you say, then.
Putting a child of justice into a farcical world is bound to turn it upside down. It is my hope that you bring a much-needed change to this world, which is on the brink of destruction.
Honestly, this is my first time going up to Dawn Cloud's peak.
What a splendid view. Isn't it about time you recognize the magnificence of us?
Well, I don't see how this plays. And even though I've come this far, I'm still doubtful about getting useful clues from him.
I must be getting ahead of myself to be expecting to hear something nice from you.
Oh? Haven't you been in my head for some time now? It's high time you get... All right. We're just a short hike away from Kefali. No time to waste here.
Oh? Why didn't you bring your favorite spear with you on this trip, Nias?
Ah, yes.
It's unfolded. The black tide destroyed every last inch of...
How could that be? Even a creation of Georios. From their prized ores and molten fire.
Hey, Sarces. Do you know, Sir...
Nias? No, not that I remember.
I just saw him. Nias. A warrior-like figure who was just...
No, I have no such memory.
This is departed spirit.
Not exactly eye-catching.
You two again.
Looks like this collateral won't be returned.
Enough about me. Did Kaos ever reply?
Well, regrettably.
Seems like the price of becoming a demigod is a lot heftier than we thought.
Kaos. I've never heard of this person.
Look on the bright side, Nias. Since we've come all this way.
Let's just hope we mean as much as the world.
Hey! Are you seeing that?
Yes. It's still you with Nias, but you're now talking about a certain Kaos. I'm guessing he's one of your...
Kaos? This name sounds just...
Never mind. I think I know what this is about. If things are as I thought, the souls of...
What? But... if those are the souls of the dead...
Beats me. For all, let's just keep going. As long as I take in more sights.
Know your limits. Wander too far among the dead, and even...
Fine. If this is indeed as I thought, then this will be very amusing. So...
Can you keep going?
Of course. If I knew we had to climb a mountain, I wouldn't have come along with you.
I guess this also counts as one aspect of the world-bearing burden. If Amphorius does have a next life...
Keep your sarcasm to your...
I'm not getting anything of value from the...
I would sooner throw myself off this cliff and hit rock bottom than exercise even a little. I am Calypso of the eminent Seven Sages, after all. Training would make me no different from those...
Calypso. She's one of the Seven Snow. She can't be. I would know her name if she really were. Hey, Circes. Does the name Calypso... Dagon... Doesn't matter. I can do this myself. Looks like I'm nearly there now.
Oh, beautiful old world. Where are you now? Oh, legendary era Chrysia, return to the mortal realm. Splendid gods once walked the paths we walk. Alas, all that's left of that warmth is a hazy mirage.
Why are you chanting that too? We're here, finally. So, very well then. Let me uncover. Ta-da. So, I'm back here. I can hear it. I hear it from the depths of the tides, behind the closed doors of the void world. This time, the voice is a...
Since we've come this far, let's just wait.
Lord Nias and Miss Calypso, are you both here to visit?
Yes, and we've been waiting for...
Regrettably, he hasn't answered us. The worst case scenario is that he's already been overwhelmed.
You're overthinking, Lord Nias. I can still sense Chaos' soul. And besides, we both know Chaos' nature. A deliverer like him wouldn't fall.
Yeah.
That reminds me.
Oh, My sister needs more time to make sure the flowers are fine.
Such a pity. Both of you have hearts kinder than anyone else.
Everything that I see and hear this time has left me shaken to the core. What may seem like a mundane conversation is in truth a once-in-a-lifetime exchange that the conjecture has taken shape and must now be solidified into a theorem. Next, I only need to seek verification. But no, I will not do because another one of my conjectures, one that fusing a mortal soul with that of a
What are you thinking about? Is that so? You don't look the slightest bit amazed, though. Events of the past, huh? I was also a child when I looked up at Circe's. Their leaves and branches reflected the spark. I stood at this very spot back then, imagining the day when I could climb to the top of this tree. Don't read too much into it. I mean, can mortals even hope to reach Aquila's realm? They're a strict and draconian god. You get what I'm saying, right, Denny? After all, the titan that imprisoned you and Grey here in But there will always be people who dream of soaring towards the sky. The Grove has a wealth of research on Aquila, and that is exactly what we are here for. It's just... I never thought Grey would meet with something like that before we set off. As a physician, I should have been there by her. Yeah, there's no rest for the weary, huh? In any case, what we're looking for could be anywhere in this enormous grove. Let's split up to cover more ground. Danny, have you forgotten that you're talking to the chief physician of the Twilight Courtyard? Have more faith.
dia skeleton. Stronger. To guard and defend. Crush them. It gets stronger.
My friends, indulge yourselves!
You need to get stronger.
Fight to live!
Confidence. Confidence. How's this taste?
Set to the seas of blaze!
To guard and defend. Crush them.
Detonate!
Forever.
Triumphant! Victory is inevitable! Fearless knows not fear. I won't do it.
I'll leave the enemies behind us to you then, Mr. Gallagher. Dangerous harmony and unison. Stars echo. Ninjutsu secret technique, dazzling obliteration. Cleave.
Dreams do come true.
Cleave. Cleave.
Let's improvise.
Rotate ink painting.
Dreams do come true. Let the show begin.
Resonate all together.
Ninjutsu secret technique, dazzling obliteration. Cleave.
It's okay, it's okay.
I like that confidence.
Let's improvise.
Cleave.
Time to mix things up.
Cleave.
Dreams do come true.
Myriad colors burst.
Stars echo.
Let's improvise. Let the show begin.
Friends? Indulge yourselves!
Harmony and unison.
Ninjutsu secret technique, dazzling obliteration. Cleave.
It's okay.
Dreams do come true.
Cleave.
How's this taste?
Cleave.
Let's improvise.
Time to mix things up.
Rotate ink painting.
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Dreams do come true. Let the show begin.
Resonate all together.
Myriad colors burst. Ninjutsu secret technique, dazzling obliteration. Cleave.
It's okay, it's okay. Harmony and unison. Stars echo.
Let's improvise.
Rotate ink painting.
Dreams do come true.
Useless.
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Let the show begin.
How's this taste?
Myriad colors burst. Ninjutsu secret technique, dazzling obliteration. Cleave. Cleave.
Resonate all together. It's okay. It's Stars echo.
Let's improvise.
Rotate ink painting. Useless. Ninjutsu secret technique, dazzling
to mix things up.
Dreams do come true.
Please!
We don't have many opportunities to fight alongside each other. Let's treasure this. All will be swept away by the wind.
Expand your thinking. Enjoying yourself?
The dead return!
Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
Eternal.
Expand your thinking.
Bloom. Repay.
Can you find the answer? Like that.
The dead return!
Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Watch it grow. Feeling spiffy? Expand your thinking. Stay away. Open sesame. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Open sesame. Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer?
Existence is unity.
Expand your thinking. Open sesame. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Expand your thinking. Watch it grow.
Receive divinity. The dead return!
Open sesame. Like that, huh?
All will be swept away by the wind.
Bloom.
Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer? Expand your thinking. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Open sesame.
I underestimated you. Receive divinity. The dead return!
Existence is unity. Enjoying yourself?
Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer? Expand your thinking.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Open sesame. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown. Open sesame.
The dead return!
Expand your thinking. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Watch it grow.
Bloom. Receive divinity. Repay.
Feeling spiffy? Like that, huh? Can you find the answer?
The dead return!
Expand your thinking. Open sesame. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Eternal. All will be swept away by the wind.
Open sesame. Stay away. Expand your thinking.
Bloom.
Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer? Open sesame. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. Expand your thinking. Watch it grow.
Nothing major. The dead return! I underestimated you. Receive divinity.
Open sesame.
Bloom.
Existence is unity.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Like that, huh?
The dead return!
Feeling spiffy?
All will be swept away by the wind.
The dead return!
Feeling spiffy? Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown. Can you find the answer?
Eternal.
Open sesame. Expand your thinking. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Watch it crumble. Expand your thinking. Like that, huh?
Receive divinity. I underestimated the dead return! Bloom.
Can You find the answer? Stay away.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Open sesame. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown. Feeling spiffy? Open sesame. Expand your thinking. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
The dead return!
Existence is unity.
Expand your thinking. Everything is ready. It's time to step on stage. Everything is ready. It's time to step on stage.
Fangs and claws got dull. Never hesitate!
Detonate!
I won't do.
Until everything burns to ashes!
Forever triumph! Victory is inevitable!
The compass.
To guard and defend, crush them! Task detected!
How's this take?
Setting the seas ablaze!
Like the compass. My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Fight to live! Lend me your strength. To guard and defend, crush them! Set the seas ablaze!
Leave it to you.
Attack detected. Attack!
Lend me your strength. Guard and defend.
Leave it to you.
Attack detected. Attack!
I always deliver.
We can do it!
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend, crush them!
There's no backing out now. For me or you. Self-inflicted misery.
How's this take?
We can do anything!
To guard and defend, lend me your strength.
Don't let me down.
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
I choose you!
Nothing.
To guard and defend, crush them!
How's this take?
We can do anything!
Who's the little backstabber? There's no backing out now. For me or you.
Crush them!
How's this take?
We can do anything!
The black tide tide is remarkably quick to detect the light of Amphorius. So or rather, the blessings of the Sky Priest in me, might have unknowingly called them to me. The black tide is remarkably quick to detect the light of Amphorius. So or rather, the blessings of the Sky Priest in me, might have unknowingly called them to me. Anyway, never mind that for now. Here, you might want to have a look at this. This is new. I didn't know Professor Anaxa was researching the sky. Anyway, he's never mentioned anything about it. You might want to have a look at this. Is an understatement. Anaxa has never been one to venerate the gods. Yet, it is also this very blasphemer that Circe's favors. Fate sure works in mysterious ways. Might is an understatement. Anaxa has never been one to venerate the gods. Yet, it is also this very blasphemer that Circe's favors. Fate sure works in mysterious ways. Might is an understatement. Anaxa has never been one to venerate the gods. Yet, it is also this very blasphemer that Circe's favors. Fate sure works in mysterious ways. we have a look? By the looks of them, these scrolls are records of two conversations that took place in the same setting, one after the other. Let me have a look. Sure, go ahead. Anaxa often says that every failure brings us one step closer to the truth. Two conversations that took place in the same setting, one after the other. Sure, go ahead. Anaxa often says that perhaps to him, the crash of the skyship carries a different interpretation. The firmament is not impenetrable. On the contrary, it was precisely because the skyship represented the first step toward breaking free from the shackles of the earth that it provoked the wrath of the Sky Titan and brought divine punishment upon itself. On the contrary, it was precisely because the skyship represented the first step toward breaking free from the shackles of the earth. Perhaps, to him, the crash of the skyship carries a different interpretation. The firmament is not impenetrable. On the contrary, it was precisely because the skyship represented the first step toward breaking free from the shackles of the earth that it provoked the wrath of the Sky Titan and brought divine punishment. It's a shame that the majority of the Grove's research on Aquila was headed by the Venerationists, with sacrificial rituals making up a predominant part of their findings. Discourse about more esoteric subject matters in relation to Aquila dwindled even further after the skyship incident. So much so that even the scroll is completely new to me. Discourse about more esoteric subject matters in relation to Aquila. That's what I'd like to know. What are these experiments he's involved in? Even I, the assistant lecturer, know next to nothing about them. That's what I'd like to know. What are these experiments he's involved in? Even I, the assistant lecturer, know next to nothing about them. I have a bad feeling about this. Could there be more to what happened at the Grove? This is the Library of Philia, a place where the Grove stores its collection of tomes. Other than books written by the 7 schools, you can also find philosophical texts, ballads, and religious writings from the Outlands here. Cities that desire to learn from the Grove were apparently expected to contribute knowledge of equal value to what they saw. Books written by the 7 schools, you can also find philosophical texts, ballads, and religious writings from the Outlands here. Cities that desire to learn from the Grove were apparently expected to contribute knowledge of equal value to what they saw. We've had more than our fair share of hilarious episodes over the years. For instance, it's said that the Erythrocheramists once borrowed a manuscript from a certain author, but ended up returning a copy instead of the original. What's more, the original manuscript was supposedly then hidden here. need to hold yourself back, Danny. You can just tell it like it is. There. Whew. You've got me there. Some said you couldn't even find a dictionary in Castro. There are too many books in the Library of Philia. Flipping through them all will take too long. Why don't we use the Biblioslate to search for the texts we need? We can bring them back to Akama for reading after that. In here. Whoa. Are these all complaints about him? I can already see what they must have written. Anaxa has no respect for the gods. His very existence undermines order in our society. They're probably all things like that. Why else would they call him the Great Performer? When Anaxer established his school of thought, the first thing he apparently did was read his own work to everyone. Are the Titans truly an accurate reflection of what humans think gods should be? Worlds created by gods are indubitably perfect, but what of Amphorius? Only foolishness. They marched him straight to the seat of judgment, though what he took on in the end was more of a debate than an actual trial. The first allegation was... Do you agree that since the Titans created the heavens and earth, so the mountains, rivers, and seas must likewise be their creations? Anaxa would have probably been spared a lot of trouble if he had answered this way. Instead, he quoted past instances of the Flame Chase journey and posited that humans had the potential to take over the div. Needless to say, his critics didn't take kindly to his answer. You claim to be studying souls, yet you are, in fact, defiling them. Anaxa always wears an eye patch, never removing it, even when alone. Some say he used one of his eyes. Every being in the world owes their safekeeping to Kifili, and this is even more so for the Chrysos heirs who have divine blood coursing through them. If he has really done something of that nature, then it'd indeed be sacrilegious. Thankfully, they had no way to prove. One by one, Anaxa engaged in wars of words against those who would challenge him. It was only after a brief silence that he answered. I have never denied that Titans are meant to be noble constructs. Yes, I'm not sure how that controversy was eventually resolved, but was for certain at least. Silence that he answered. I have never denied that Titans. This is the place. But where is everything? This is the place. But where is everything? Materials for alchemical experiments, matrix diagrams, and even the seal to the lab. They're all gone. No, not even close. Not only are alchemy experiments high-risk activities, but Professor Anaxa also has a penchant for using bizarre materials. Students often saw him walk in looking right as rain, but come out covered in soot with his hair singed. Not even close. That bookshelf over there, see? Professor Anaxa also has a penchant for using bizarre materials. Students often saw him walk in looking right as